Are you looking for the best budget and cheap gaming monitors? In this video we will look at some of the best budget and cheap gaming monitors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. ViewSonic XG2431. The best gaming monitor you can get on a budget is the ViewSonic XG2431, an impressive monitor with more features than more expensive options. It has a fast 240Hz refresh rate, and even though its 1080p resolution and 24-inch screen size may seem limited, this is typical of budget monitors. The lower resolution makes it easier for your graphics card to maintain high frame rates. However, if you prefer a higher 1440p resolution, you can also check out the Dell G2724D, which has a 240Hz refresh rate but tends to cost more. The ViewSonic's standout feature is its customizable backlight strobing feature, where you can adjust the flicker of it to your liking. Many monitors can't do this, so it's a nice addition to a budget-friendly display. It also has incredible motion handling, thanks to the quick response time across its entire refresh rate range. Lastly, it has FreeSync Variable Refresh (VRR) support to reduce screen tearing, and it's also GSANC compatible, so it can work with NVIDIA graphics cards, making it an impressive gaming monitor regardless of your graphics card. At number 2. Gigabyte GS27QC. If you're on a tight budget and are looking for the best cheap gaming monitor, there are some useful monitors you can get that perform well for gaming, like the Gigabyte GS27QC. It's different from the ViewSonic XG2431 because it has a much lower 170Hz refresh rate, doesn't have as many features like a customizable backlight strobing feature, and it's a step down in overall gaming performance, but that's expected for a cheap gaming monitor. It also has a higher 1440p resolution and a larger screen with a subtle 1500R curve, delivering a more immersive gaming experience with added detail. It has a VA panel that makes it a good choice for darkroom gaming as it displays very deep blacks in darkrooms, but it lacks a local dimming feature to further improve it. Unlike most VA panels, it has good motion handling, especially at high refresh rates, without much smearing. Like the ViewSonic, it also has FreeSync VRR and GSANC compatibility to reduce screen tearing with most sources. At number 3. Dell G2724D. If you want a 27-inch gaming monitor like the Gigabyte GS27QC and don't mind spending more on better gaming performance, check out the Dell G2724D. It has many of the same specs as the Gigabyte, but its much better motion handling is the main difference. It has an extremely fast response time at any refresh rate, and while it doesn't have an optional backlight strobing feature to reduce persistence blur, there's minimal blur trail with fast-moving objects regardless. It has a max refresh rate of 165Hz and supports all common VRR formats to reduce screen tearing, including HDMI 4M VRR, which most budget monitors don't support. This means its VRR works with the PS5, and the monitor also downscales 4K at 60Hz signals from consoles, resulting in a more detailed image than native 1440p. Unfortunately, this monitor is limited in extra features as it lacks built-in speakers or an audio output, so if you prefer something with those, you can also look into the Gigabyte M27QP. It's a great budget gaming monitor with worse motion handling than the Dell. At number 4. LG 32GN650B/32GN63TB. While bigger budget monitors generally don't offer the best performance, if you're okay with getting something with worse gaming performance than the Dell G2724D to get the biggest possible size within your budget, check out the LG 32GN650B. You can also find it as the 32GN63TB at different retailers, and both variants offer the same great gaming performance. It's a great gaming monitor with the same 1440p resolution as the Dell, but because of its larger size, the pixel density is lower, so images aren't as sharp. It also has worse motion handling than the Dell due to its slower response time, but it's still decent enough for most casual gamers, and like most gaming monitors, it has VRR support. It's also a better choice than the Dell if you want to use it in a darkroom because its VA panel has a higher contrast ratio and decent black uniformity without much blooming around bright objects. However, its panel has worse viewing angles, meaning images look washed out from the sides.